Every day, this dinosaur hauls bricks under the blistering 40-degree sun. Consequently, his once tough back is now riddled with bumps and calluses. Yet, to provide for his 3 wives at home, no matter how grueling or exhausting it gets, he bears it all willingly. Today, he finally managed to catch a moment of slack, ready to grab a bite of leaves. But the moment he turned, he was spotted by the construction foreman. It was a Carnotaurus. Though not particularly massive in size, it was notorious throughout the district for its vicious combat skills. Seeing Salta slacking off on the job, the Carnotaurus decided to make an example out of him. When Salta saw the formation, there was no way he would just surrender. His 3 wives were still back home waiting for him, but he was always the one to take the brunt of the hits. Facing the charge of the Carnotaurus, he saw stars for a moment. The 2 Carnotaurus lackeys didn't even give him a chance to catch his breath. A heavy blow struck from the left, followed immediately by a vicious black tiger claw to the chest from the right. It didn't take long before Salta collapsed to the ground, unable to rise. The Carnotaurus foreman looked down at the half-dead worker with clear satisfaction, and immediately prepared to finish him off with a lethal bite. However, an unexpected turn of events occurred. It turned out that Salta's brother-in-law had arrived just in time to support him. His name is Megu, a member of the fearsome Megaraptor family. With his razor-sharp forelimbs and a reach of nearly 10 meters, he was a legendary fighter who had carved his way through countless enemies in his prime. The 2 Carnotaurus lackeys initially thought that a 2-on-1 fight wouldn't be a problem, but they never imagined that the brother-in-law was such a beast in running. Away now would definitely be embarrassing. If they retreated without a fight, wouldn't they be losing face in front of the others? Thus, both sides immediately locked into a tense, deadly standoff. Because for dinosaurs, just like many other animals, fighting is more than just a brawl. First, they let out thunderous roars to bolster their own courage, while simultaneously trying to strike fear into their foes. After 2.5 hours of heated verbal use, the confrontation finally escalated into physical combat. Although the Carnotaurus possessed a superior, bone-crushing bite, Mega's forelimbs were remarkably swift and precise. Combined with his advantage in size and numbers, the tide turned almost immediately. One of the Carnotaurus was swiftly brought to the ground. The remaining Carnotaurus was clearly outmatched and lacked the will to fight on. It didn't last much longer. Once the fallen Carnotaurus managed to scramble back to its feet, they both fled the scene as fast as they could. Megu turned his attention back to Salta, only to discover that his brother-in-law had stopped breathing. It was a truly gut-wrenching sight. Tears of raw grief streamed from Mega's jaws. He immediately let out a call to summon his children, for his brother-in-law was far too massive to carry alone. Since he's gone anyway, and in the spirit of keeping what's ours, the Megasaurs must begin their feast.